So now that I have the Tao Tao back, I have some plans for it. Here you can see I just got a shipment. And the way I'm going to do it is, I'm going to start with the smaller modifications. One of them being attack, so I could see the performance gains, because I have some other basic stuff. A lot of people with scooters do the CDI box. So this is supposedly a no rev limit CDI box. Make sure or see what effects we get from that. I'll put the tack on first, so that way any modifications after that we can monitor and see if we get more revs with the CDI box or not. After the CDI, I'll probably do the racing ignition coil. I have a spark plug on the way, but that hasn't got here yet. And then of course, you gotta have the cold air intake Ricer style filter for the scooter. Oh, it's in another little bag too. Here's the gasket kit. I'm not sure what those are all for, but I'm sure they're for something. And there's a ring in there. Oh, this is a bag of parts. Right. Interesting. I know those are the exhaust studs and nuts. There's some sort of plastic gear in here. Oh, here's all kinds of little, these must be the jets, I'm guessing. This one is a number 90. And we have a number 95. I don't know if you can saunt it, and a number 100. So we don't want to lose those. We have this gear and some triangle bit in there. I'm not going to take it out. And just some nuts and bits in here. Don't know what those are for yet. This looks like the head, I'm guessing, the big valve head. And it explains it all. This site right here, if anybody wants to go to it, is 49ccscoot.com, and that's where I just got all the information about the valve links. So we have that. Looks like some sort of brand marker, if anybody knows what that is. It says it's a Chinese one, doesn't really matter to me. This is the piston assembly. It's just sliding in there. Make sure that doesn't come out of there. So we got some rings and stuff. There's your piston. From what I could see online, there are 4 basic piston sizes. So here's the difference between the piston sizes. The 39mm one would be the stock piston on the 50cc scooter. Then there's the 47, then the 50, and the 52.4mm. I went with the 50mm. So we're going from the one on the left to the 50mm. And I didn't go with the 52 because they were saying that a lot of times the bottom end of the motor can't take the stress from the heavier piston, and there's more reliability from the smaller pistons. So we went with the 50, and we'll see how that goes. Here we have drive pearl, motorcycle parts. These are the rollers, I think. So this is the 20mm performance carb. Let's see. Can you see it in there? Japan. Obviously this goes on top of here like so. And boom. You gotta put the rest of it together. So I have all the parts now. I'll figure out if I need anything else. I'm still waiting on a couple more things, like a new spark plug, and there's nothing wrong with the scooter now. It runs fine, but we'll start with the little stuff, the tack, the CDI intake, and then we'll do the big bore kit as soon as it gets warm enough to do it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to run this air filter straight off the side of the carb like this, or if I'm going to have to put the elbow on it, or the extension, or how that's going to work exactly, but it does fit right on the side of the carburetor, so I was just putting everything away, and I haven't been rough with anything in anywhere here. You see that right there? That's a fuel line, I'm guessing. So that's not gonna work. That line is this long, so it has another line on it that's longer, but so I'm gonna have to cut that much off of it, and then hopefully they left me enough room that that's gonna work. But I mean, kind of dicked me on that guy.